just found a brand new all-in-one AI workspace that can help you automate your busy work. For example, I just used it right here to create this crazy presentation. It not only did the research, but also made the presentation, and the value of it doesn't stop there because it also turns anybody into an expert with data analyzation. It allows you to stop hiring designers, and it allows you to automate so many other tasks. And by the end of this video, you're going to know everything that you could do with it, what it is, and some crazy use cases you could use this for. Now, that new AI tool that I'm talking about is going to be GenSpark, because they just released GenSpark AI Workspace 2.0, and this just gave it a massive upgrade. In addition to that, I'm not sure if you've heard, but GenSpark's reached over $155 million in ARR in less than 10 months. So if we click into this, we could see what GenSpark AI Workspace 2.0 actually allows you to do, and there are several different things. First and foremost, this now enables Speakly, which allows you to use your voice, which is 4 times faster than typing. Essentially, this is going to significantly speed up how quickly you interact with your computer. In addition to that, they have their AI inbox workflow automation that allows you to do email on autopilot. They also have enhanced AI agents with the agentic experience, and this touches several different things that we're going to get into in just a little bit, but it's way better at creating slides, way better at creating images, creating videos. They have a new AI music agent, a new AI audio agent, and you could use these in order to create music, in order to create podcasts, and so much more. And essentially what this is enabling is really the future of work, because I want you to think about this. With all these different features, we have the before, and now we have the AI Workspace 2.0 edition. Inputs: before, you would type a prompt, but now you're going to just speak naturally to AI. With email, you used to have to manage it manually, but now you'll have autonomous workflows that can manage your email for you. Or with content, it used to be a single format output, but now it can make videos, it can make music, it can create podcasts, all of these. And with audio, it used to be external tools, but now you have native agents that can actually handle this. For example, I was teasing to you earlier the slides that I had this actually create, and as we can see right here, we can now come over into AI slides right here. This is going to open up this agent, and we could type in exactly what we want our presentation to be about, and there are several different things that we could do. For example, let's say there's a layout that we want this to use. We could actually choose one of these layouts right here and apply it to what we're going to do, and we could go through a bunch of different themes for business, marketing, portfolio, technology, education. There are tons of them. For example, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say I want to create a slideshow presentation that compares the present 2026 to 1929. Discuss all of the similarities and the differences. Now, what this is actually going to do is this is going to go through, this is going to do all of the research for us, and then this is actually going to create this exact slideshow right here. Now, if I didn't want to actually type this, I could have also spoken this, but the reason that I typed it is because I'm recording me doing it, and it would just be a lot easier for me to do that. So we could see the first thing that this done is this actually spun up Deep Think, and it spun up Parallel Search. So essentially what this is doing is using a bunch of different AI agents in order to actually go through and do a bunch of research, and we could see all the different research that this is using. And then this is going to use the slides tool in order to actually create the slides, and we could see everything that it's going to do. The first thing is it's going to research the economic conditions and parallels between 1929 and today. Then it's going to research the social dynamics, technology, and cultural differences. Then it's going to synthesize its findings and create a presentation outline. Then it's going to generate the slides with visual comparisons and data the same way that a human would. And we're going to see exactly what this looks like when it's done, and we can see just how quick it's actually doing this. In fact, it's already on the outline. So now that this is actually done, we could see that this went through and this created a bunch of different slides. So we could see right here, we have 6 different slides that go through the parallels and the differences between 2026 and 1929 with a century of change. Now, this is absolutely incredible that it was able to go through, it was able to create these logos, it was able to get all of this research, it was able to create all these different things, and this is great right here. Now, let's say that we wanted to change something. There are several different ways that we could do that. First, we could come over here and we could fact check the content if you needed to do that for work or for school, which is incredibly powerful. In addition to that, we could click on AI Edit right here, and we could have this polish the content, fix the layout, or we could mark something and actually edit it. For example, if we wanted to change something, we could click on this right here, and then we could see that this is now here, and we could get this to say whatever we want. For example, 2026 Advanced Outlook. Let's just say that we wanted to change like that. Boom, this then goes through, and this is actually going to change this just like that incredibly quickly. In addition to that, if we wanted an advanced edit, we would be able to click right here. This is actually going to open up an advanced editor where we could go through and edit anything that we want inside of here, either with AI or we could edit this manually. And this right here is incredible because it really makes it great, not only for doing research and creating slides, but for editing them and making them yours with so many different ways to actually edit. But that's not the only thing that we could do. We could also unleash the power of AI Sheets. We could use this to auto-find companies, people, papers, products, or anything. We could have it transform our existing data into powerful insights and visualizations. We could also work with our data freely, auto-search, auto-analyze, or auto-visualize. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come into my downloads right here, and I have some different customer data right here. And what I'm actually going to get this to do is do something that I used to do manually. So we're going to grab right here. We have customer spend, and then we have profiles export. So we're going to put both of these in right here, and we're going to say, I need these separated into two categories. People that are unique and don't show in both, and those that show in both, please break them out into two columns based on their email. Now, what this is going to do is this is actually going to go through, this is going to upload both of these sheets here, and this is going to essentially deduplicate them for me, because essentially one group of people from here that is on both of them, I don't want to send them an email, but somebody that's only on one of them, I do want to send them an email. So this will actually go through and figure that out between these two sources of data. So we can see that this is now going through, and this understands exactly what it needs to do. So it's going to analyze the email addresses from both sheets and create a categorized breakdown showing emails that appear in both files, emails unique to one of them, and then emails unique to the other. And then again, what I'm going to do is actually use this data in order to send out emails. Now in the past, I would have to do this manually, but now I could actually get GenSpark to automate this for me. So we could see that this is beginning to now do this, and we could see the total number of emails, total emails in the other, emails in both, unique, and then unique here. And now this is going to go through and actually set up all these different formulas and all these different calculations that it needs to do. Okay, so now we could see that this has actually gone through and this has updated this right here, which is pretty incredible. And we could change this however we want, literally just by controlling this right here, the same way that you would inside of Excel. And we could see that it did this analysis right here. And then it gave us exactly what we wanted. Who is in both, who is in one. And this literally just saved me like 10 minutes of time, because this did this on autopilot while I was in another window doing something else. Now, before I get into all the other use cases that are going to completely blow your mind, I wanted to remind you that you could go to the pinned comment below and get started with GenSpark today. Because right now, GenSpark is offering unlimited usage of the AI chat and AI image features for all of 2026, aka Nano Banana Pro, GPT Image, Flux, Sea Dream, Gemini 3 Pro, GPT 5.2, Claude Opus 4.5, and more top models are all available right now with unlimited access. Now, the next thing I want to show you is going to be this AI designer right here, because we could use this right here to create several different things. We could use it to create posters, to create logos, to create memes, products, menus, coupons, social media posts, literally anything. You could even use it to create a t-shirt. If we come down here, we get a bunch of different inspiration that we could then use for something. But I personally need to do is I need to create a logo. So if we click on logos right here, we could actually go through all of these different logos if we wanted to make something in a specific format. For example, I like this one right here. So I'm actually going to click into this. And then what this is going to do is this says, I found this logo template that I really like. Can I customize it? So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, I want a logo in this style/format for ContentBuddy.ai, an AI tool that helps creators go viral on Instagram and TikTok. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to redesign this logo based on exactly what I gave this right here. And this is incredibly powerful because in the past, I would have had to go to Fiverr. I would have had to learn Photoshop. I would have had to learn Canva. But guess what? I could cancel my subscriptions for all those because I don't need them anymore, because GenSpark can do this all for me. And it doesn't just stop at logos. Because like I was showing you before, you could get this to create characters. You can literally get this to create anything that you want. Let's say that you want a professional headshot. You could literally upload a photo of you wearing a sweatshirt like what I'm wearing, and it will make it professional and you wearing a suit. Now, here's what my brand new logos actually look like. If we scroll down here, we could see a bunch of different logos that this created. So this was the original logo, so it kept it in the same exact style, except it gave us a bunch of different logos right here that are incredible. And similar to the other tools that I've showed you, if we wanted to, we could click on this and we could export it, we could add elements, we could go into our toolbox, we can edit the text, or we could just describe the edit that we want made, and this will actually go through and make it. And this literally gets rid of the needs for a designer, for Photoshop, for Canva, or anything like that. Now, that last and final use case that I wanted to show off here is going to be AI pods, because if we come over here and click on AI pods, we could click on task right here and we could see that we could get this to generate a podcast from anything. It could be a topic, a YouTube video, a link, or a file. We could get this to customize any style to be professional, fun, or more. We could even use realistic voices for solo, duo, or multi-person conversations. And we can actually go through a bunch of other ones that have already been created in order to get some inspiration if we wanted to. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to YouTube and I'm going to turn something into a podcast instead of me having to listen to it the way that it comes. For example, this Grant Cardone video right here, I'm going to click on this right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the link address. I am then going to come back over into AI Pod. I'm going to paste this right here and I'm going to say, please create a podcast right here that both agrees and disagrees with this one. I want a more elaborate discussion on this topic. Now, what this is going to do is this is actually going to go through. This is going to watch this YouTube video, get the content of it from the transcript. And what this is going to do is make me basically a better YouTube video that sometimes agrees with it, sometimes disagrees with it, but uses that YouTube video as its source, and then it's going to create a podcast off of this. And guess what? You could use this to create more content from the content that you're already creating. You could use this to create different content that you wish existed in the world. And you could use this pretty much in any way that you want. So this is going to go ahead. This is going to create this comprehensive podcast script. It's then going to generate the audio, then going to create the appropriate podcast poster image, which is pretty crazy that it's also going to do that for us because, again, it's going to be using one of the design agents or one of the image models to be able to do that based on whatever the podcast is about. Now, while this goes off and does this, I did want to come over here and emphasize all of the other things that you were able to do inside of GenSpark. If we come over here and click on all agents, we're going to be able to see just how elaborate this is. We have the super agent, which allows you to pretty much do anything that you want, like make a reservation or even make a phone call for you if you want to try to get a reservation somewhere. So we have AI slides that I showed you earlier, AI sheets, we have AI docs, so this can create a resume or a user survey. We have an AI developer that can make games, it can make websites, it can make apps. We have the AI designer that we used earlier to create a logo. We have Photo Genius, which basically allows you to just change any photo that you want. We have Clip Genius that allows you to edit long form content into short form content. We have AI Pods, which is what we're waiting on right now. We have Deep Research, Fact Check, Call for me, Download for me, and there's also a bunch of other basic agents right here, like AI Music or AI Audio or AI Video, AI Image, AI Translation, and even meeting notes. And then if we wanted those other things over here, we could actually see the sidebar right here where we're going to have AI Inbox, we have Speakly down here, we have the Hub, and the AI Drive. So this is literally incredibly powerful. Also, I don't think I went through this earlier, but if we click on here, you can actually see all of the different tools that you're going to be able to hook up to GenSpark so that it can take action inside of them. And they also have custom MCPs, so you can literally connect this to any tool that has an MCP server. Okay, so now we have this here, and we could see that this actually went through with Nano Banana Pro and created this right here, which is a perfect image for this podcast. We could see directly from here that we could see the pod right here. We could see the script inside of here. In addition to that, we could publish this if we wanted to, or we could export the audio if we wanted to simply by just clicking on this. But here is what this actually sounds like.
Welcome to Real Estate Reality Check, the podcast that cuts through the noise of the property market. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben. Today, we're diving into a really provocative claim from real estate mogul Grant Cardone.
So that is insane. It literally took all of the context from the video and made a two-person podcast where they're about to go through everything about it. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through a handful of other use cases that you could use GenSpark for today. If that sounds interesting, I'll see you over there.